Have you had bad roommate experience?
I have had. I'm sure they could have been worse. I've heard some horror stories, so I guess I won't complain too much. But I know I have decided, and it's set in stone, that I'm not having any more roommates. I'm done. I'm tapping out. I guess after you, if we end up living together. But I'm done. So I guess my first set of roommates came from when I lived on campus. And I mean, I think I lucked out more or less because so I ended up accidentally in the honors dorm. So like it was more expensive, which sucked because I still had to pay for that. Or my scholarship had to pay for that and I didn't get as much refund. And it was much larger than the other dorms and stuff like that. And I wish we had our own bathroom, but we had to share a bathroom with like another set of roommates. So like it was like us two, and then there's a bathroom that connected both our rooms.
Oh.
Yes, but I think it's better than community bathrooms where like you're sharing with like a whole floor versus like just 3 other girls.
Yep, because they'll shut down the whole floor because there's too much coming in the showers.
Oh, that's for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about the
You didn't know about
girls.
I told you that last time,
You told us that, yeah.
Yeah, so those of you who don't know, in community showers, if in the guys' dorm, they tell us, I said this last time, they tell you to don't beat your meat in there because the amount of semen in there clogs the pipes.
That's gross.
If y'all weren't so fine, we had to work. I'm joking.
That's so gross, though. Still, I'm like, imagine the people that have to like, I guess, drain that, clean that, whatever.
Yeah, they must have been like, oh my God.
No, seriously, like what they had to do to find that out. That sounds.
What is this substance?
Oh no.
Probably the smell was like, I smelled this before.
Oh.
All over my face the other day.
Oh no.
They're like, this is very.
What does it smell like?
Oh, you are a virgin.
Yeah, what does it smell like?
Like,
how would you describe it?
It's a very unique smell.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Yeah, there's no. It's like trying to tell you what chocolate smells like.
Chocolate smells like chocolate. So
Okay,
so I guess chocolate can smell sweet. So like, is it sweet, salty?
Oh, it smells kind of like a cleaning product.
Like bleach or like detergent type?
Let me think real quick. Hold up.
That's weird.
Cleaning product, just a non-smell cleaning product. It don't smell bad or good either.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of like a salty potato chippy
cleaning
smell. But I like potato chip smell, so
okay. Like. I mean, I like potato chip smells too, but not like associating with.
I mean, girls suck it, so I guess they can talk. Cause like sometimes it tastes bad, sometimes it tastes good, or sometimes it has no taste. Either it tastes good, no taste, or like bad taste. So it varies on the guy what he ate that day, or how healthy he is and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, so the taste varies.
Okay.
But the smell is usually the same smell. It just smells like a cleaning product.
Okay.
I can like have you smell.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You're so curious.
I'll think about it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'll think about it.
I'll take you to a guy communal shower. You'll know the smell.
I don't know how I feel about that either. But yeah, so I lucked out in the sense, like, or I guess she was a messy girl. Mm-hmm. She was very messy. She had like her clothes everywhere. There were times I'm like petty. This was a time where I was petty. So like she would have her clothes on like my side of and I'd like kick it over and be like, keep that shit over there. Or like we had like a sink in the room, and so she would put like dirty dishes there. I'd put it on her side of stuff. Like clean her shit. I don't understand what your problem is, but anyways. But yeah, other than that, she was pretty cool. Like, she was rarely there. Oh my God, wait. I just remembered, like, the thing I hated about her. Our classes were at different times. Mm-hmm. And, like, my classes were, like, 9 o'clock around this time, and her classes would be, like, at 8 o'clock. Her alarm would go off, and she would not wake up. She would, oh my God. Like, if it's one thing that I hate, is people affecting my sleep. Yes. That's like the one thing that like I find very unforgivable, because what is wrong with you? So her alarm would go off and I'd hear her snooze it, and it would go off again and again and again, or like it wouldn't wake her up, and I'd call her name. I'd be like, yo, Taylor, I'll take her out her name. Be like, yo, Taylor. She'd be like, huh, what? And be like, oh, snoozes it. And like, I wanted to choke her in her sleep. So I was like, go to class, don't go to class, I don't care. Wake the fuck up, turn off the alarm, whatever you gotta do. Anyways, other than that, yes, she was not the cleanest. I eventually lucked out because she joined a sorority, so she was like never there because she was doing sorority things. And so like I had the dorm mainly to myself a lot of the time. I tried to hang out with them, but like they were very like blah. No, like she herself wasn't very sorority. Oh my god. No. Like she was very like she didn't want to be a part of the sorority. I don't know why she joined. Like she was
very
chill.
Convincing. Probably because of work, like the connection thing.
I guess she didn't even join the sorority like in her major. Yeah, it was just a random sorority. I guess she was like, I want to try something different, and it was stupid. I don't know. She was an engineering major. She was a genius. Like she was the one that would like get 100% over 100% on her like calculus.
She probably would. She's like, I everything. Want some.
Duh, she was gay. She wanted.
Oh, that explains the sorority then.
Yeah. So she like I lucked out in that sense. Like she was rarely there. I tried to hang out with them.
Oh, you know, he's also a word that Susie doesn't like.
Oh, I guess I'll take it off.
And I think.
I'll take it off.
We gotta research it. I know that's why they say box.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those things. And yeah, I tried to hang out with them like outside of the dorm just to see how they were or whatever. They were cool, I guess, but like they weren't my group of people. I don't know if you ever like hang out with a group of people and just like it's something different here. Like we're not like we couldn't connect in the way that I thought we would.
I disagree. I'm a very flexible person.
You're a flexible person. They were just like they were blanc. So like they were boring. Like they didn't have anything but like they had no like there was no struggle to connect with. You know what I'm saying? Like what did we talk about? Like
I can't relate. I'm flexible. Like I do a lot of things. I'm literally I used to be religious. I dance. I'm a math guy. I used to read a lot of books. I like watching movies. I skateboard. I listen to rap and rock music.
So basically, he's saying I didn't give him a chance.
Like I was connected on something with somebody. I can find something.
Nah, like these girls, they were just like they were equivalent to like the people that you become friends with in class just for the class, just so like you guys pass together or do whatever you got to do, and then after the class is over, you never talk to each other again. Okay, that was the level of connection we had.
Okay.
So like, yeah, they were fine. They were just like the fact that we had to share a bathroom. This is why this is one of the primary reasons why I can't share a bathroom with other people, because I'm like, you guys are nasty and dirty, and girls are nastier and dirtier than men, and it's like
facts. I have lived with females before multiple times.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. They're shocking.
And you shared bathroom
with females?
Yeah.
I had sisters. 5 sisters.
Other than them.
Yeah, I mean, not my most recent ex, but the ex, she was nasty.
Yeah, no. I'm not even a clean freak, but like,
yeah, she was nasty. Yeah. Even the one before that, one of them was real nasty. Like they had like fruits everywhere. Like
fruits everywhere. Like, what do you mean?
What I just said. Just fruits everywhere.
Like they rotting fruit?
She don't like throwing stuff away.
I see. Bansalo. So after that, yeah, like I moved off of campus and into an apartment, and I had one roommate that I knew, and then like a random roommate. She was cool for a certain amount of time. She was cool for a certain amount of time in the sense that like we hung out a lot, and she would always try to coax me out of the room. Like one of the main
coax you out the room?
Coax me out of my like bedroom. So like one of the main complaints that any of my roommates will have is that I'm always in my room and I never come out to interact with them.
That's amazing. I want that.
Anyways, because I don't want to interact and I want to mind my business, and like, I just don't want to put myself in a position where you can piss me off. So I just stay in my room where everything's under my own control. No one's out there trying to piss me off. But yeah, she would always try to get me out of my room and like take me on errands with her, which was really cool of her. But she was like, how do I explain this? She was erratic and spontaneous.
Oh yeah,
The
worst combination.
She was like erratic and spontaneous. She would always she would have these random like huge ideas that she would start in like bursts of excitement and then like never finish. And she would get me involved. It's like, yeah, let's do this thing together. And then like never finish it. And it's like, okay, you're wasting my time. You're taking a lot of my energy here. Like, I don't want any parts of this. She was also very messy. Like, she would never wash dishes. Like, I would understand if you put the dishes in the sink, you put some water in it, let it soak, whatever.
That's what I do, yeah.
That is fine. She did not do that.
Oh, she let them get crusty and dry? Let
it crusty and dry. Yes. And there was like a point where I was like, let me see how long this will last. She started growing mold. I was like, oh, yeah, word. So I started putting it in her room because I was like, no one wants to see this shit. You're gross. So, yes. Like I said, Patty McGee, I am no longer. Like,
no, but I don't think that's I think that's proper. Someone has mold growing and it smells the whole place up. Put it in their room.
I've grown from that. And she had animals. So she had a dog, right?
God, she suffered.
I went through some stuff. So she had a dog that she eventually stopped being able to afford to take care of in time and in money. So we wound up having 2 flea infestations. Flea infestations are like the worst things on planet Earth. And I have a cousin who can count for like cat fleas. Cat fleas are worse than dog fleas, apparently.
Yes, they eat you out.
I am glad that I didn't have to deal with any of that. But yeah, so she had a dog who had fleas and infested the entire apartment. And she didn't do anything about it. She mainly she didn't move out. She just stopped showing up at the house where this poor dog would be stuck in her room all day for several days at a time. And she would go, you would open the door and find that she shat and peed everywhere. And I'm like, this dog's gonna die. And it's she didn't let anyone know. At least let me know, so I could, because I don't care about you at this point. Because at this point I was tired of her. But the dog doesn't have to suffer on account of you and your misbehavior.
This girl was, not that it matters.
What did you say?
Can I ask what ethnicity she was?
She's black.
Not that it matters.
It matters, but she was black, like Black American black.
That's exactly what I thought in my brain.
Really?
Yes. I was like, only someone like this would do that. Come on, blood care about animals more than they care about humans.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, she did that, and at some point she locked her in a cage downstairs. So this was 2-story house, so downstairs, so that I guess she didn't spread fleas up in her room. But I'm on the bottom floor, so I'm like, sweetie, what are you doing? And she would always cry. The dog would always cry because she's stuck in the cage all night and all day and stuff like that. And common denominator here is noise. Noise is the one thing that pissed me off. Just be quiet.
I'm itching thinking about this story. My body itching, man. I'll be pissed to the part that dog.
Yo, the dog eventually wound up running away.
No, she let
somehow.
it go.
No, she got free because she was in heat, so she got free.
Oh my God.
And I guess the shelter.
She didn't have a neuter dog.
No.
She didn't spay it.
No.
Oh my, this woman's horrible.
So she got a call saying they found her dog and that they would charge her $100 to release the dog, and she didn't have $100. And she was like, "We're gonna charge $100 for each day that you come get her." So she said, "Fuck it, keep the dog." And then she goes and gets a cat.
But yeah, so that's the kind of person I call an underthinker.
Well,
emotional decisions.
It's not even. I wouldn't even say underthinker. She had ADHD, so she was just very spontaneous.
That's so dumb.
I wouldn't call that she's just spontaneous. That's it. She was just very I'm gonna jump and do these very different things.
Oh my gosh. That's
so
crazy.
yeah, so she goes ahead and gets a cat. Right?
Beat this cat to death.
She was never in the apartment. So this cat, she would leave in her room, and she would leave her patio door open. Oh my God, hold on, I just remembered something else. She would turn the thermostat to 50 degrees, right? First of all, where we're from, they charge like 8% per degree or 4% per degree when you go past a certain point. So like, let's say the normal was like 68. That's like 18 degrees. So like every time the what's it called, the bill would come in, I'd be shook because I'm like, how is it me? Me mainly in the apartment. Electricity is like $300. Oh Somebody God. Please help me. And that's $300 each person. So I'm like, I'm confused. What? And you know I'm cheap as so I'm like, hold on.
That's
so I had to get on the phone with them and be like, yo, what's going on? They're like, oh, it's the thermostat even. And I was like, you know, I march up the stairs because I'm like, this don't make any sense. And I see that she's been putting it like 15 degrees. Like she doesn't have a parent.
She is the roommate nightmare.
She's a menace. She's a menace. Anyways, so she had this cat that she supposedly, like, she would keep in her room and she would leave, like, her... This was when I got the new roommate. So one of my roommates moved out and we got a new roommate around this time. She would leave her patio door open where she would leave the litter box and where the cat could go in and out, whatever. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she wouldn't open the door to the patio, so the cat would just be using everywhere else as her bathroom, right? And she lucked out to get this like room door that doesn't close all the way, so the cat would just be roaming the house. And of course you would see the cat using the bathroom everywhere that she could find.
God, right? Why would your roommate like this?
I don't know. I do not know.
Get rid of her, bro.
So, bruh. So, you know, she has these animals that cause all of these problems. And then...
she just runs away from
it. Yes, she just packs up her shit and she leaves. Right?
Doesn't make sense.
She disappears, right? And I hit her up. I was like, yo.
I'm sorry.
I was like, hold on. So, you know, they got to charge us for all this mess. They got to charge us for all this mess that your animals left, right? No message reply. She doesn't hit me back. And I'm like, okay, I'll give her some time. Because she was cool. I didn't have any bad blood with her. I mean, not outwardly anyway.
I hate her. I hate this kind of person.
I didn't have like any bad blood with her outwardly, right? So I was like, okay, maybe she's just busy. So I hit her up again. Still no response. So I was like, okay, so they're going to put this shit on us when we're moving out. I accepted that fate. I was like, okay.
This is crazy. You went through a lot.
I guess, spoiler alert, they didn't charge us for that, so it was fine. But
did they charge her for it?
I don't know if they were able to find her, honestly. Like, when I tell you, she literally just packed up her shit and left. Like, cause she kept getting, like, I kept, you know, they put like letters on the doors, like specific for a specific roommate. Yeah. So it would say like you're being, like warning for eviction or something like that. Yeah. So I guess she wasn't paying rent. I don't know what the case, cause we were on separate leases. Yeah. Thankfully, like I didn't have to like deal with anybody like that. So I kept seeing those come in, and then she just left.
Why'd she get a cat?
I don't know. I don't know. But that's not the end of it. Ready? So she moves out, and one of the only friends that I made here moved in with me. Mm-hmm. And she was cool. She was fine. She was just, I guess if she listens to this, needy. Like she was very like, oh, hang out with me. And I'm just like, please. Like I just want to.
I have one like that.
I just want to live and breathe. Please leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we would hang out, and I'd be looking at the time, just like, so you going to bed? No? Okay. So eventually she gets a dog. Or she mentioned, she's like, I'm going to get a dog for my birthday. And I was like, you don't have time for a dog. Yeah. So like already I'm like, so are you expecting me to help you? Because I mean, which is fine, but you didn't bring that up to me, whatever. But I was like, you don't have time for a dog. You're already having a hard time paying for utilities and stuff. You can't afford a dog. She was like, oh, it's going to be a gift. Dogs are not that expensive. I already looked up all the options and stuff like that. She did her research. Like, I'll give her that. She did all her research. Yeah. But the thing about animals is that they're very, like, it's very unpredictable. Like, you can't say, like, nothing's going to happen. I guess, spoiler alert, fast forward, like, a lot of the things that happened was, like, the dog would get into fights and end up having to go to a lot of like vet visits.
Who the
that
dog
would cost
fighting?
her a lot with other dogs. Let me backtrack. So yeah, she was getting this dog, and I'm not telling her not to do it, but I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Trying to save her life.
Yo patandi, whatever. I don't. So she gets the dog, and then there's once like a long time has passed, and I'm in my room, I'm working on my projects, and I see a black thing. And then all of a sudden the black thing disappears. And my heart drops because I'm like, I'm not going through this again. It felt like all my life I had to fight, and I'm not fighting anymore. I was like, oh no. So I go to her and I'm like, yo, Arrow has fleas. And so she's like, what are fleas? Like, she didn't know what fleas were.
I thought she did her research.
She did her research as far as like her finances and like taking care of the dog. But I guess
underthinkers.
I guess these things didn't hit her. So I was like, she has fleas. She's like, what are fleas? I was like, what are fleas? What are you talking about?
So that dog wasn't even covered. Oh my goodness.
I was like, huh? And so she's like, I was like, oh, like they're these bugs that will keep biting your ankles. And she was like, oh, I noticed my ankles were itchy. I noticed my ankles were itchy. I didn't know what it was. I was like, so you didn't get him protection? And I was like, I didn't know he needed protection.
Wait, what ethnicity was this girl?
Black.
Oh my gosh.
She was Jamaican. Her mom's Jamaican.
This is why they have such a bad reputation. These are the ones that give us bad reputations. These idiots.
Bruh.
I know Mubla don't do this.
She also, like, I guess she never had her own dog or something. I don't know. But yes.
That's probably why a lot of black people have issue with pets when we have pets for the first time. Because our parents never let us have one, so we didn't know the issues of having a pet, and the cost is covered by parents. That's why I feel like that's why a lot of like boom blanc, they know how to take care of pets because they had one at some point or a family member had one at some point, so they know what's involved with it, and they have parents that can afford the annoying cost. You got us thinking I can have a pet, it ain't that bad, and it ruins our life, and then they just run away from it. I'm like, why? Just get rid of the pet. Just.
I'm doing okay.
So stupid.
I treat them like Haitians.
Your dogs.
You need to get better with Django.
He needs to get better with me. I don't do nothing to Django.
Just one day we're gonna.
I exist. He's
we're gonna
mad.
have a meet and greet. That is true. I don't know if you heard him barking as you were walking. Like we were just talking downstairs, and I could hear him barking, and I know it's because he can hear you from upstairs.
Gosh, your dog is stupid.
We can do it. Okay. Yeah. So another flea infestation I ran into with another roommate. Right. And other than that, I think that was fine. Arrow was fine. He was a puppy, so he was like all over the place a lot of the time, but it was okay. It was just really that. And I guess at some point actually she wound up giving him away.
Thank God.
because she found all the things that I told her in the beginning to be true.
And that's what I was saying earlier about who. Like I warned them, they ignore me, and I'm like, because they are ignoring, in their brain, they're not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And when it happens,
like,
they get upset.
I was like,
We warned you.
Yeah, like I don't want to be like I told you so, but like I told you.
Yeah, I told you so. I told you so.
Yeah. So like apparently, he kept getting like beat up basically at dog parks. Like he was just too soft. So like they would jump on him and like bite him, and so a lot of vet visits that would cost her a couple $100s, and he wound up like chewing the wire in the car that stops the airbags from coming out. I think that was her last straw, honestly.
That dog could have killed you. Thank God it wasn't the brake system.
She still hasn't fixed it, like because it costs money.
It's a lot of money, bro.
She still hasn't fixed it. So
That's crazy.
I think that might have been her last straw, and she got rid of that. And then what other roommate did I have after that? There was this other girl who, like, wanted to push her down a flight of stairs or something. She lived with us, me and the girl me and my friend, she lived with us. She was really quiet and she stayed in her room.
Yeah.
But like, I guess in her head, she don't only want to live there, right? So
Okay.
our front door has like the main lock and it has like a slide lock.
Yeah.
So me coming from campus late because I'm a art major and I'm stuck on campus until I'm done.
Oh my god!
I would have to come, and her room is upstairs,
So
not even on the side where the door is. So like I'd be stuck there until like my other roommate was there to open the door for me.
You know that's actually one of my pet peeves. If someone does that to me, I break the door. I've done that before.
I think my roommate wound up breaking the door. She wound up like breaking down the thing so that the latch broke.
Yeah.
So that she could get in.
Yeah. No, I have done that multiple times. So let them know, stop locking this thing until I get home. It's not like, what's wrong with you? Like literally, I break that shit every time.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if I ever move into a new house and they have that, I'm taking it off. When they're gonna come home, they don't see it no more. I'm removing it.
It protects you in case someone, you know.
My issue is people like to use it and forget and go to sleep.
Yes.
And now you can't get inside unless you break it. So I'm breaking it.
This is true.
I've been there multiple times.
That was it with her. I didn't have much beef with her. I didn't really talk to her much. And then that's when I moved in with Jessica. Jessica was great. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's it. That's my story. Actually, I had a roommate named Megan. She was sweet, but like her room above me, like the floor creaked, and she was a blunt, so she had like anxiety attacks often. So, or like she would like her anxiety would wake her up in the middle of the night and she'd just be pacing, and because her floor creaks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
all I would hear for several hours in the night, and when it would stop would be like when my alarm's gonna go off for me to get up to go to work or for class. And like I said, with my sleep, I become a different monster. Like, just let me sleep. Stop bothering me.
I'm so pro genetic modification. I need them to get rid of that anxiety gene.
Bruh.
For real. Like, the next generation of kids, take it out of all of them, please. It's annoying.
Right.
ADHD, take them all away.
Take it all away.
Genetic modify every single freaker and kill That's something. We should go into that subject, actually.
Okay,
genetic modification. I actually wrote that down recently, but
I guess you can catch his roommate stories on Short Chapters.
Yeah, I mean, mine are not. Yours are hilarious. Mine are just like.
I guess you can see now, like, why I'm really like I don't want any roommates.
Yeah, you've been scarred. See, that's why I'm still okay with roommates. I think my roommate stories are not horrifying. They're just funny.
Right.
Yours are horrifying. If I went through what you went through, I would be.
I feel like people go through so much worse. That's why I'm like, I can't really complain because people are wild out here. I've heard some horror stories.
Yeah, mine aren't as bad as yours. Mine are just funny. That's it. Yours are like horrible. Like that's I would kill. Like them pets would have been out them doors. You know what I mean? The moment I saw a flea, they're going outside. I'm pulling they off.
But you'd still be stuck with an infestation.
I would fix it, and then there's no more dog. Like, that's what I would have done. But I'm aggressive like that. When there's something happening and you're not taking care of it, I'll just take care of myself. Your dog's gone, not my problem.
It wasn't in my, like, I didn't want to do that and she was crying and kill herself. Like, because I know that was like, she loved that dog.
I don't care.
I didn't want no parts of that.
That's not my concern. If you have that problem, not my concern. Go to help. I don't care. You got fleas up in here. Bro, cause I've had a bedbug infestation, and that was the worst thing of my life. One of the worst things of my life. Top 10. One of the worst things of my life was a bedbug infestation.
Because of someone else?
Yeah. My cousin from Haiti came, and she brought bedbugs from Haiti, and the crap was all over her. She was immune to it for some reason. I guess she built immunity.
I don't know how you can build immunity to that. I'm not gonna lie, because there was a point, I don't know what caused it, like back where my mom used to live, there all of a sudden there was like bedbug thing going on, because my sister, she was like, there's like something's biting me, I don't know what's going on. And for some reason my mom wasn't seeing what was going on.
Because they're invisible when they're babies.
Yes, I understand that, but like we started seeing them in for some reason, my mom's sleeping in the same room. She's not getting bit. Or I'm like, or like you said, she's probably immune or something. Because I'm like,
maybe it's a type of blood or there's a hormone that they don't like or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because bedbug
they're annoying as
shit. It's nasty too. Have you seen
No.
Them on the
like,
mattress?
I'm like cringe. Like I can't.
Yeah, if you see the bed bugs on the mattress, it's disgusting.
Oh my god. Please stop.
Like, you know, grapes.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
Okay. When
I saw it, I didn't sleep
Oh
for 3
my
days.
god. Move on.